welcome to Bar with Mary. Today we have a full body stretch. So this class is designed for recovery, for winding down after work or before bed. I would say this might be a little intense of a stretch first thing in the morning, but that doesn't mean you couldn't do it. I would just probably be prepared to modify some of these stretches if you're doing it, right when you wake up. Stretching, I think, is so underrated for the overall health and well-being of our joints, of our body, of our balance, and our mobility. So this class is actually dedicated to my husband, who told me that he knows he needs to stretch, but it's just so boring. So this is for you, babe. We're gonna start laying back on our backs. Hugging the knees into the chest. And just taking a moment to rock side to side here. Massaging out the low back. Hugging your knees in. Just taking some deep breaths here. And then when you feel ready, stop the rock and bring your arms out to a T or a cactus shape. Inhale. And then as you exhale, let both knees fall to the right, coming into a twist. I like to bring my right hand on top of my left thigh and just add a little bit of gentle pressure here. Keeping your left shoulder heavy down into the mat. And then just breathing. So crucial to stay as relaxed as possible when you're stretching, just so you get all the benefits. But I also understand there's like a weird expectation that you'll be really relaxed, which in and of itself can make you stressed, right? So just be where you are today. If your knees are nowhere near the ground, who cares? Take a breath in. And let it go. Inhale your knees back to center. Exhale, switch, let your legs drop to the left. Maybe your left hand comes and gently rests on your right knee to add just a little bit of pressure. Right shoulder stays heavy into the mat. Just breathing into this gentle twist. Big breath in. Let it go. Inhale yourself back to center. Figure 4 stretch. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Option 1, you keep your right foot planted on the ground. Or option 2, you lift your right leg up, grab a hold behind the right thigh, and gently draw it in towards your chest. I want to encourage you to move or to wiggle or to do anything that feels good in your body at any point during this class. And that might be not moving that feels best for you, and that's a great option too. Maybe you circle the right ankle around. If you took that option, reverse your circle. Take an inhale. Exhale. Lower your right foot down to the mat. Take your left hand to the inside of your left foot and open the left leg up, single side, happy baby. I like to let my right thigh fall open as a little counterbalance here so I don't roll over to the left. Feeling your left inner thigh just spinning open and up to the sky here. And if grabbing the foot is not an option for you, you can always grab a hold of the calf. I actually think that can be really a nice stretch too. Wherever you are, soften your left shoulder down into the mat. And press your foot up into your hand. Big breath in. And out. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Hug the left knee into the chest. Bring the right knee back to center. Grab a hold of the back of the left leg and extend the left leg up towards straight for a hamstring stretch. If you prefer to extend the right leg straight here, by all means, go for it. Now you're welcome to just hold the stretch. It's a great thing to do. Or it might feel good to bend and straighten the left leg. Sometimes if you're a little bit tighter, I think this movement can kind of loosen it up a little. It can feel really good. Now after one more, I'm going to encourage everybody to hold the left leg straight. Relax your shoulders. And just breathe into the back of the leg. 3 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And out. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Keeping the left leg straight, release your hands. Slowly lower the left leg all the way down to the mat. And bend the left knee, plant the left foot, and we'll switch sides, figure 4. The right ankle crosses over left thigh. Staying here with the left foot planted is a great option. Or if you have a little bit more flexibility, you want to lift the left leg up, go for it. Grabbing a hold of the back of the left leg, and again, finding any movement or any stillness that feels good for you. Noticing if you're tensing in your neck, or if you're tensing in your shoulders, trying to stay really soft and heavy. The back of the head is really heavy down into the floor here. Backs of the shoulders are weighing down. Maybe you circle the left ankle around. Reverse that circle. And gently lower your left foot down to the floor. Right hand to the right foot or the right thigh or the right shin. And a single-sided happy baby. Maybe you're with me and you want to let your left thigh fall open as a little counterweight. Go for it. And then again, notice, are you putting pressure on yourself to relax? Are you putting pressure on yourself to feel this a certain way? Try to let that go. If you need a prop or a modification, you should take that. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And out. Coming into center, hugging the knee into the chest, stacking your left knee to point up to the sky, grab a hold of the back of the right thigh, and extend the right leg up to the ceiling. If you prefer a straight left leg here, feel free to take it. Holding the stretch is a great option, or maybe you want to take those little kicks, bending the leg and stretching. Bending the knee, I should say. And if ever holding a stretch doesn't feel good for you, I might encourage you to check in on why, right? But if it's just too intense, then you can always take these changes, these little kicks and whatever else. Keep your legs straight here, and let's all take 3 big breaths in this stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And out. Last time, big inhale. And release. Keeping the right leg long, release your hands, slowly lower the right leg all the way down to the mat. Extend your left leg out to meet it. And then rolling onto your left side, I want you to prop yourself up on your left forearm. keeping your legs stacked. Left fingers are gonna spin towards the left edge of your mat, okay? Now you can stay right here in this side sphinx, just like this, pressing down into the left forearm and opening up to the left side of your body. If you want a little bit more, I want you to press into your left palm and come all the way up onto a straight arm. So side sphinx stretch here. Opening up through the left side of the waist, getting some movement into the spine here, and letting the left shoulder kind of shrug up toward your ear. Totally fine. What I want you to feel is this big, big side body stretch. Relax through the right shoulder and just breathe. Two more times, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. If you're up on your hand, lower down onto your forearm and rotate all the way over onto the belly, coming to a center sphinx pose here. Press the forearms down, draw the shoulders down the back, and lift the heart up. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Stacking your hands, lower your forehead down. We're going to take a quadricep stretch. Curl the left heel in towards the seat. Reach back with your left hand to catch the foot, and then drawing the heel in towards the glute. I want you to push your pubic bone down and press your thigh bone up. So you get a nice opening through the quadricep, through the hip flexor, and then a little opening through the left side of the chest as well. Relax your shoulders. Let the weight of your head be really heavy down into your hand. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly, gently release the foot and roll over onto your right side, propping yourself up onto your right forearm. Right elbow is underneath the shoulder, hips stack, feet stack. Now spin your right fingers so they point toward the front edge of your mat, and come here into this side sphinx position, pushing down into the right forearm and lifting up, elongating to the right side of your waist. A great place to stay, or if you want a little more, push into your right hand and press all the way up to a straight right arm. Now in this position, you can let your right shoulder shrug up toward your ear slightly, because our goal is really this big stretch through the whole right side of the body. One more time, big breath in and out. If you're up on your hand, lower down onto your forearm. Come on to the belly, center sphinx pose here. Elbows under the armpits, hands press into the mat, shoulders draw down the back, lift the heart. Now if you have low back sensitivity, stay right here. If you want a little more, press in both hands and come up into a seal. Inhale and exhale. Lowering all the way down, stacking the hands, resting your forehead on your back of your palm. Bend your right knee in. Right hand reaches back to catch the foot, quadricep stretch. Push your pubic bone down. Draw your right heel towards your seat. Then feel your right thigh pressing up towards the sky here. Opening up the right quadricep, the right hip flexor, and the right side of the chest. Breathe in and out. Gently release the foot. Walk your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up onto all fours. Then keeping your hips where they are, walk your arms forward, puppy dog pose. Forehead melts down into the mat, hips lift high, and feel this big opening in your shoulders and in the mid-spine. A really great stretch if you are often sitting at a desk. You'll notice you probably have a lot of tension in your chest, in your shoulders, your upper back. This is such a great stretch to alleviate all of that tension. Big breath in and out. One more time, inhale. Let it go. Walk your hands back in underneath the shoulders. We're going to take a thread the needle. Left arm weaves underneath the right, so your left shoulder, left ear come down to the mat. Maybe you stay here, maybe you extend your right arm straight. And then lean your hips slightly towards the left as you really press down into the left arm. Feel this stretch into the upper back on the left side, into the outer part of the neck. And then it's a nice little spinal twist as well. Inhale. Slow exhale. One more time, breathe in. And out. Walk your right hand back in under your shoulder. Press back up all fours. Left hand anchors down into the mat. Slide the right arm underneath you. Right shoulder, right ear come down to the floor. Maybe the left arm extends long. And shift your hips slightly over to the right. You'll get a little deeper stretch into the upper back on the right side. Breathe in. Slow it down as you exhale. One more time, breathe in. And out. Slide the left hand in. Press into the palm, coming up to all fours. Walk your hands forward about 6 inches. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Reaching the chest back towards the thighs, lifting the hips high, and then take a moment and bend the right knee, really driving the left heel down towards the mat here. Feel your left hip pulling back as you press your right thigh forward. Inhale. Exhale. Switching sides, bending to the left knee. Pressing the right heel down towards the mat. Pull the right hip back. And then notice if you're carrying tension in the back of the neck, try to shake the head out, really releasing through the neck here. Press the left thigh forward so you get a little stretch for the top of the left foot, really more for the arch. Big breath in. And out. Drive both heels down towards the mat. And then slide your right leg forward, pigeon stretch. Right knee to the right wrist. Right ankle to the left wrist. Inhale, lift the heart, squeeze the inner thighs together. And then as you exhale, maybe you walk forward into a sleeping pigeon variation. Knowing that the right heel can be as close to your body as you need to be able to relax in this stretch. Pulling the right hip back and drawing the left hip forward here. Notice if your shoulders are up by your ears and try to draw them down away. We're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. Make them nice and long and slow. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Let it go. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Slowly press up onto your hands. Tuck the left toes. And press yourself back into that downward dog shape. Left shin slides forward. Left knee to left wrist. Left ankle to right. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Lift the heart, inhale. Exhale. Maybe you walk forward into a sleeping variation. Pulling the left hip back. Drawing the right hip forward. Knowing that the left heel can be in as close as you need. Do not worry one bit about coming to a 90-degree angle on your left knee. I have really open hips and I am super far from 90 degrees. Three big breaths, inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And out. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Walk yourself up onto your hands. This time just roll onto your left cheek and spin your leg around, coming to an upright seated position. Soles of the feet come together. Grab a hold of the feet and maybe take a moment and use your thumbs to just rub the arches of your feet, especially if it's the end of your day. Just taking a minute for a little bit of self-care, right? You can massage into the balls of the feet, into the toes. And when you feel ready, pause that. Inhale, grab the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge forward, butterfly pose. Now you're welcome to keep your spine long, or maybe you want to drop the chin towards the chest and just let your spine round to whatever amount feels good for you. It might feel good to use your elbows to gently guide your thighs open a little more. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, breathe in and out. Slowly roll yourself up to seated. Extend your legs long in front of you. Inhale, reach the fingers up to the sky, long arms. Exhale, rounding up and over, hamstring stretch. So a seated forward fold here. Just allowing the backs of the legs to get one more long stretch. Letting your spine round and not worrying about pulling yourself closer or tensing in your upper body. Just let your hands release down to the floor and just hang here. Big inhale. Long, slow exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Long, slow exhale. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, rolling yourself all the way down onto your back, right where we started class. Reaching the arms up overhead and finishing with the first morning stretch. So we arch the back, let the ribs flare, and we get this big stretch for the whole front line of the body. Reaching through the fingers, through the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Relax everything down to the mat. Maybe you want to stay right here, and I encourage you to stay right here if you'd like. Maybe you want to join me bringing yourself up to seated. It really does not matter to me. You should do whatever feels right for you. Wherever you are, laying down or seated, inhale and exhale. And that is your class for today. I hope you're feeling a little more open, a little maybe softer, a little more ready to transition into the next part of your day. I'll be back next week with a brand new Bar with Mary class. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe. And I can't wait to see you back here on the mat next week. Have a great day.